be tonight.
It would not surprise me at all, Kevin. These teams, not only fierce rivals, but there's a little bit of animosity for one another. Throw in the fact that both these teams play in the same conference. Yeah, I'd say the spirits might be high tonight.
Now we'll look at Dallas' starting lineup. Derek White is out there with Tyrese Halliburton. Then there's Kyle Filipowski. Then there's Embiid, and it's Gray in at the 3. Here's Gray. Halliburton for 3. It's rebounded by Amen Thompson. Out to the right wing. Banked in off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Embiid, no good. It's been a quick start for Portland. Their last meeting was in this building where they were able to come out on top.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off and had a clear advantage on the backboard.
Yeah, but they can expect a whole lot more resistance this time around. No team likes to lose a rebounding battle.
And since their scrappy play last season, Coach, the Blazers extending the contract of head coach Chauncey Billups.
Yeah, great decision, as well as a renewed contract with the front office. Times have passed, their seats have grown hot, but nice to see that commitment to what they're building.
Portland with the ball. The Mavericks making the shot to the inside. Good. He has 5.
Well, early in this game, they've made one good play after another.
The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Plays it up off the glass.
Looming large on the interior. Embiid, hard to deny.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I caught up with Coach Chauncey Billups. The first thing Coach brought up, how to deal with Tyrese Halliburton. He said to me, Tyrese is who makes their offense tick. He doesn't just run the show, he is the show. With Hallie, you have to make him uncomfortable. You have to switch up the coverages. It's never easy facing off with Tyrese Halliburton. Guys, back over to you.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. The 3 sinks the triple.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Mavericks trailed by 6. Stolen. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Outside, White. And a wide open look for Halliburton. Trains the three-pointer. Halliburton's got 5 now.
He's looking very confident so far. The defense is going to have to account for him.
And that one drops for him.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
It's that time. We need you to make some noise for your Trailblazers.
Only 5 games left on the season. Let's quickly take a look at how the playoff field is stacking up out west. Look at the Trailblazers. Right now, they're locked into 3rd place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs. And, of course, there's the Mavericks, down 4 spots from them.
And, you know, for the Mavericks, they are in an okay position for the play-in with about a month to go, having the advantage over lower-ranked teams, as long as they can hold this position.
And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Well, he's such a natural talent. Has all the skill needed to produce at a high level.
I know some would classify Derek White as underrated. Dan, what's your read on him?
Well, Kevin, I would say he was underrated for a long time, But now I think we've all gotten smarter, and we all realize Derek White is one of the best guards in this league, period. I don't think he's underrated anymore, and I just think it took us a long time to catch up with how good he is.
Portland leading by 4. And down it goes. Dunk through off a wonderful assist.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
They set the pick. Here's White.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Fires from deep. They get it back. It's good on the putback.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Mavericks trailed by 8. Pass to Filipowski. And here's Embiid. 24 seconds left in the first quarter. Halliburton outside. 5 on the clock. Embiid sets the pick for Halliburton. Fires it up. Embiid, no good. And here's Thompson. Still scoreless. Jacks up a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Trailblazers lead by 11. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And in addition, the three-point shooting has been dialed in tonight. They seem poised for a big game from deep.
And for the Mavericks, we've got Derek White. Filipowski's out there with Jared Allen. Then there's Bailey. And it's Gray, and at the 3, the small forward. And for Portland, White the pass to Bailey. Here's Filipowski. It's White on the wing. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Back to Thompson. Baseline J on the way. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of the league's best rebounding teams since the All-Star break. 5th best, the Trailblazers.
I mean, they just out-muscle their opponents under the glass. I mean, impressive rebounding numbers, and they've really only gotten better.
Mavericks trail by 13. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Stephen Curry hears folks complaining about all the threes. He said it's new and everybody has their opinion. It's not like I can go out and do a 360 windmill, drive down the lane, and dunk on somebody. We'll see how it goes, but I'm hoping to keep shooting threes, so don't worry about that. Kevin?
Yeah, you're right. That is his superpower. All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
I love the way he went with the bounce pass there. Great awareness.
Here's Curry. The 10-footer. Jared Allen grabs the miss. And so White will bring it up for the Mavericks. They trail by 11. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, and it's one thing to get the shots you want. It's another to make them. They've got good scorers on this team.
And here are the Trailblazers now after the missed three from Derek White. The kick out to Towns. And it's off from three-point range. And we're late in the season. And, Coach, both of these teams battling for playoff position. So, does that change your approach at this stage?
Well, no doubt. Obviously, you want to win the game, but you've got to consider your overall postseason situation. Potential matchups, injuries, etc. You might need this win, but if not, then you need to consider just how much to push.
Thompson outside. And the three ball is good. Thompson's got the lead up to 14 now for Portland.
Well, that sometimes is a tough area for Thompson, but he manages to get off a smooth shot.
Here's Gray, and that one is hammered home.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. A moment now to check out some numbers for him.
And if you measure a player's effectiveness by his passing, he's been very effective lately. Look at his assists in the last 10 games compared to the rest of the season. He's in the midst of a great run.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. At the elbow, it's Thompson. Over Bailey. That one off the back iron and out. For Portland, they won their last contest, that game against Milwaukee. Driving inside. Stolen by Thompson. For three, Ingram. It's hauled in by Tyrese Halliburton.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
1:53 left to play in the first half. Just 5 on the clock. Here's White. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And slam dunk by Ingram.
Well, give a guy like Ingram some room, and he will put it down on you.
Pass to Bailey. Now, here's Halliburton. White looking around. Dallas needs to get off a shot. No good on the triple. Trailblazers leading by 14. Shot from the wing. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Halliburton. Here's Toppin. Hasn't made one yet.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. In the corner, it's Ingram. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Thompson outside. It's good from long range. And the Trailblazers lead by 19.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Almond will blow right by you.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now here's White. He had 25 points in the win against Denver. High post, Embiid. It's blocked, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
And So it's the Portland Trail Blazers taking a 19-point lead into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We come back right after this.
Hey folks, are you as excited as we are? Not possible. Lots to catch up on in the first half. But first, let's examine the power rankings as the season winds down.
Looking at Dallas, headed down the final month of the season. At this point, they are who they are, a middle-of-the-pack club.
Yeah, decidedly average. Maybe they'll turn the corner late, who knows? We've seen it happen. Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Trailblazers.
Seems like they can't miss. Just rolling offensively, getting whatever they want.
You haven't heard this in a while, fellas. SLN, Shaq-like numbers. When you're doing that, it means dominance.
That's exactly what I was going to say. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Mavericks trailed by 19 on the floor for Dallas. Embiid is out there with Kyle Filipowski. Then it's Halliburton. Then it's White. And it's Dre in at the 3 spot.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Now here's Embiid. Halliburton for 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid.
3 points.
Halliburton's got 11 points.
Look, he's doing what he can to try to keep them afloat offensively, continuing to stay aggressive.
Drills the three-pointer.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now, here's Halliburton. He's got 11, and it's White missing.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites in offense.
And it goes down 2 points.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's ready to talk things through with them. You're looking at the list of the NBA's top shooters from behind the arc for the past month. Second, Karl Anthony Towns.
Sometimes a three-point shooter gets into that rhythm and just keeps carrying it over. That's been the case for him the entire month.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. To the wing on the left. Gray kicks to White. Embiid sets the pick for White. Pass to Embiid. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Shot from free throw range. And Portland again with the bucket.
That's a perfect 4 for 4 to open up the second half. Couldn't have asked for a better start after the break.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Every team in the league is looking for a long, athletic wing defender, and the Portland Trail Blazers have been especially keen on stockpiling them. As they look to acquire their future franchise players, they want a ready-made roster full of versatile 3-and-D role players just around them. Back over to you.
A good strategy. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Jared Allen's checked in for Dallas. Tyler Hero comes in for White. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Towns, a screen on Halliburton. Outside, Towns. Off target from outside. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Screen by Allen. Gray, that's good. Gray's got 10 points in the game.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
Thompson outside. To the middle. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Here's Gray. 10 points for him.
You know, didn't need 2 hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. Portland leading by 21. Lets it go from deep. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket. And the basketball term, finish the cut. What happens when you don't do that?
Well, 2 things can happen on that, Kevin. Number 1, when you don't finish the cut, you slow down and you take away a chance of getting a layup off the pass. And then the second thing is it leads to turnovers because of that, because the guy passing the ball is expecting you to continue your cut, to finish it, and you don't. And the ball is thrown out in front and out of bounds in a lot of cases.
Here's Thompson following the score by Dallas. No good on the shot. Halliburton outside. Pass to Hero. Off target from 3-point range. Portland's gone 2 of 3 when they've ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Buries it from 3-point range.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Now, here is Halliburton. He's got 11. Hero, no good.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Thompson, left side, to the paint. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Allen, left side. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Tyrese Halliburton. The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Number 4, 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. The Trailblazers making a switch here. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's Halliburton. He's got 11. Shot and game clock separated by 5. To the inside. And stolen by Thompson. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
The Mavericks shooting their first foul shot of the night.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81% as a team.
"19 seconds left to play in the third. Thompson, a screen on Hero. 2 on the clock. Yep, that one goes. 24 points for him.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And so it's Portland in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. They have been excellent at both ends of the floor. The scoreboard show. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Well, that is what coaches want from their point guards. Set others up, play the game the right way.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And teams take more threes now than ever before. More than double the average attempts we saw in the 90s.
Well, I think what's happened, Kevin, is we just have more guys who can shoot the ball. So in the 90s, you might have had 2 guys who shot the ball well from 3 and made it a good shot. Now, on a lot of teams, virtually everyone on the roster can shoot the 3. If we have more guys on the floor who can space out and shoot the 3, we're going to have a lot more attempts and a lot more efficiency on those attempts.
And for Dallas, Filipowski's out there with Embiid. Then it's White. Then it's Halliburton. And it's Gray in at the small forward. Dallas shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Back to Halliburton. Pass to Filipowski. Dallas moving the ball around. And Thompson sends it back.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Back to Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 9th assist in the game now. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
There are some who will say, here, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throws? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Mavericks, Gray. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And he's good on the second. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Outside Curry. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Second
Will stand one expression you hear, foul baiting. Players using sneaky tricks to draw a foul.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I'm not a huge fan of that, of guys developing that as a skill.
Shoot two.
But I will say this. It only works against undisciplined defense. If defense has the discipline to stay solid and fundamental, then you're not going to get baited into those things. And a lot of times, those foul baiters end up taking bad shots.
He hits the second from the line.
Well, he might have been a little passive in the first half, but that's changed. I like this more aggressive approach.
Takes it from 10. That one wide left. And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Mavericks. Pass to Gray. Embiid with the screen on Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Halliburton for 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Thompson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now, and he gets the bucket.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
Pass to Gray. Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
The Mavericks have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Embiid with a screen on Thompson. Back to White. Shoots over Curry. White, good.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Trailblazers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And I think coming into this game, these guys felt they had the confidence to win. And looking at the season they've had, already 58 wins in the books. Tonight will be win number 59.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one.
36 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Joel Embiid. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Portland, number 4. Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds, it moves like he did. Not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
All right, I'm with Karl Anthony Towns. Karl, congratulations on the victory. What was key in getting the win here tonight?
I mean, we played like we wanted it more. You know, we came out here and we just did a lot of great defensive stops. It wasn't offensive. It was more defensive. We did a great job. We got those 50-50 balls, put us in a nice position.
We can see and feel that desperation. Congrats on the win.
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. And now, our player of the game.